In today's video, guys, I'm going to take you through step by step how to create your own Facebook ad. Now, the reason you want to get into Facebook advertising, guys, is because it's massive, it's blowing up. And the best thing about Facebook is anyone can do it. Literally, anybody can jump into Facebook right now and start their own ad. So if you're running a dropshipping business, if you're selling courses, if you have your own local business, if you have a contracting business, if you have a restaurant or anything like that, or you simply have a social media marketing agency and you want to run ads for somebody else, then this is the video for you. I'm going to take you through step by step from creating your page, all the way from picking the right ads, all the way to actually starting the ads so you can start making money from Facebook advertising. And if you ignore Facebook advertising, then you're gonna miss the boat, because you can get more eyeballs from Facebook advertising onto your business than any billboard, any phone book, or any television ad. Facebook ads is becoming a massive industry, and it is booming, and it's not slowing down. So this is something you definitely want to jump into right now. So let's go into my office and I'm going to take you through how to create your own Facebook ad right now and show you how simple and easy it really is. All right, guys, so if you're not using Facebook for advertising, you are leaving money on the table. There is a massive reach, and you can reach people all over the world in your local business to sell products for whatever you're doing. So what we're going to be doing in this video, guys, is pretending that we own this local fishing store in my area, and we have a sale that's on right now. And I'm going to take you through step by step on how to create a page for this particular business and start an advert so we can sell products to people in the local area of this particular website. And I'll show you how you can dial it down and get customers that are really, really specific in a radius of miles around your business. So the first thing obviously you want to do, guys, is have a Facebook account set up. Most people have one. If you're watching this, you probably have one. The next step you want to do, guys, is go up to this little arrow down here and go to create page. Now, you have to have a page to start advertising. And if you do ads for businesses, other businesses, then you want to create a page for them as well if you do social media marketing. So just click on here, guys, and go to create page. And it says it's moved. So, here we go. Click create up here and go to page. So it says that that's redundant now. Now at this stage, guys, you want to decide what you're doing, whether you're a community or public figure. If you're a public figure like an online guru who sells courses or stuff like that, then I would recommend you go and create a public figure page if you're like an influencer. If you're a brand or a business, just go to this one here and go to get started on the left, okay? And then just simply name your page. Now, make sure that you name it properly, because you sometimes you can't change. Well, you can change your page name, but it takes 3 days, and a lot of the time Facebook just denies it because they just don't like people changing their name for some reason. So I'm not going to use their name because that's not good to do. But I'm just going to put cross fishing, okay? And then category doesn't really matter too much, guys. Like, it's not really that. It doesn't matter too much. So I'm just going to put fishing store here because that's what we are. And then, of course, you can put your address in here if you like. Obviously, you probably want to do that if you're a local business. And I'm just going to click continue. It might not let me, but we'll see. Oh, yes, looks like I have to put in an address. So let me just put in an address here, guys. And that's one there. And then go to continue. And let's just go. Okay, let me put in my address properly. Right, guys, so we should be good now. And the page is starting for us. So you need a page to run ads. You can't do it without one. And we're just going to skip this for now, but you can obviously upload a profile photo and a cover image, and I'll show you actually where you can do this. So on the left here, you can upload an image of, obviously of the page, which I highly recommend you do. And at the top, you can upload a cover. There is a website called canva.com, guys, and you just go in here and go Facebook, and you can create covers and images and stuff like that, right? They're templates you can use, and they're free to use. That's how I created this image, guys. So I put this text on here. I just went and used one of their templates, and I uploaded a photo that I had, and you can simply go and create all of these amazing Facebook covers, and you can, you can edit them. So if I click on here, I should be able to edit it. So if I go use this template, I can simply go and edit this for free, guys, okay? And do whatever I want. So let's just say, for example, real quick, I got my images here. I just drag my fishing one in, and there we go. And I can just move my fishing guy around, and I can move the text around, and I can change the text. And then I can upload that to Facebook by going add to cover. okay? And then I can upload that. I can make my Facebook business page look quite nice for people that come and visit it, right? It's quite easy to do. So that's called canva.com. Now, once your page is started, guys, this is what the page looks like. There's a few things you can do. We're not really going to do it in this video because it's more about actually creating a Facebook ad, but there's lots of things you can do, like you have reviews, posts, events, photos, about, you can change all that. If you go up to here, you're going to have lots of options like edit page info, view insights, view as page visitor, create ad, create event, create group, ads manager. So you can go to create ad from here if you like, or ads manager. What I like to do, guys, is go back up to here and go down to create ads. Now, if you don't, that's moved as well. Create ad. Okay, so they've just actually updated Facebook. So go to create up here and go to create ad. Now, you might not have an ad account set up. If you don't, you just go to create ad and it'll ask you to put in your credit card and stuff like that before you start. I've already done that before we did this tutorial, obviously. So let's get going. The first thing you'll notice is there's a lot of options here, but I'll go through everything one by one. So how Facebook ads works is it's in 3 levels. So on the left of the screen here, you'll see campaign. This is the top level. And the campaign is pretty much just, it's like your objective. So one of these here, you choose one of these, which I'll talk about in a second. Now the ad set is where you create things like, you do your interest, your location, your age, you pretty much do all of your targeting and placements and budget and all that sort of stuff. So the ad set is the next level down, and that's really the most important because the ad set, Facebook optimizes at the ad set level. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm going to go over and kind of explain to you so you can understand how all of this works. And then, of course, we have the ad section as well, which is quite important because that's where we create the actual ad copy, like the image, put in the text and the links and all of that sort of good stuff. Now, once we've kind of like gone over this, you want to create, we're at the objective stage, okay? The first stage here. So we have what we call brand awareness, and this is kind of like what people like Coca-Cola use and Toyota and Lamborghini and all those type of companies that have big budgets, and they can just go out and do big brand awareness campaigns because all they're doing is trying to get their brand out there. That's what companies like KFC and all that sort of stuff use. So you're probably not going to want to use that because it's really for people with big budgets that spam their brand all over Facebook, and they don't really care about sales. They're just trying to get their brand exposure. So I wouldn't worry about brand awareness too much. We have reach, guys. Reach is quite cool because you can go out and reach people and you can put a cap on the people that you reach. So for example, you can say, hey, I want people to see my ad once a day or twice a day. So reach is okay if you have a small audience because you can cap the reach as well. But this stuff is not really, it doesn't really optimize for anything, so it's not really the best for for beginners. But this is quite good for advanced stuff later on. So brand awareness and reach is the first column here. In the middle, guys, this is quite important. We have traffic. So this is basically a traffic campaign. So you're going to go out and say to Facebook, hey, I just want to get traffic to my website. Now, Facebook, when Facebook first starts putting your ads out there, they don't really know what to do, and they start collecting data, and then as they collect data, your ads get refined, and they become cheaper, and they become better, and you get more sales. So we have a traffic, this is called a traffic campaign. We have engagement, so this is where you want to get people to comment and like on your posts and stuff like that. These two are not really for sales, okay, if you're trying to get sales. We have app installations. That's quite self-explanatory. You want to go and advertise your app and get people to install your application. In this instance, we're not going to be worrying about that because we are going to be doing it local business. Then we have video views, guys. Once again, that's quite self-explanatory. We want to go and put a video on Facebook, and we want to get people to view our video. So if you have a sales video or something like that for your business, this will be a good campaign to do as well. Okay, and then we have lead generation, which is where you go and collect leads for your business, which we're not going to be going over either. Then we have messages, so you want to go and get people to send you a message and stuff like that. That's quite more advanced stuff, guys. And then on the right, we have what we call conversions. So conversions is to do with the pixel, and what we do is we put the pixel on our website, and I'll actually show you this maybe in this video, but what you do is you go and say, hey, we want to go and target people who want to purchase our products or add to cart or go to the checkout. And although Facebook doesn't have this information now, it will build up this data as your ads go along. So it will probably be a good idea to start doing conversions at a later date. So we have catalog sales. I don't do any of this. And then we have store visits if you want to get store visits to your particular store. Get more people nearby to visit your brick and mortar store. This is people that want to come and visit your store, like, for example, this store here. So you could do an ad to the store. But what I'm going to do, guys, to keep this really, really simple, okay, because this is just about creating a first ad, we're going to go and create what we call a traffic ad. So we're going to go and get people to our store. So we just want to get traffic to here, guys. We want to get traffic to our sale and to go and look through our store and stuff like that. Now, traffic ads aren't the best for sales, but you still can get sales with traffic ads. I would recommend doing conversions or store visits, but of course it depends on what you're doing, guys. Like, this video is going to be seen by thousands of people. You have different objectives on what you actually want to do, so that will depend entirely on what you want to do. So let's just create a traffic ad, guys, and I might actually come back to conversions at the end and go over what that is, because that's quite important as well. So a traffic ad, guys, is simple. Go down here, just click on traffic and go to campaign name. I'm just going to name this phishing ad 1. You want to make sure you give it, actually we'll keep phishing ads because this is the campaign. You want to give it a good name, guys, so you can recognize it. Now, don't worry about create split testing and don't worry about budget optimization. These are not, do not do this when you're a beginner because it just confuses you. Mess with these things later on when you get some more Facebook experience. And then just go to continue. And we'll just let this load, guys. All right, guys, now you can see on the left there, traffic is highlighted in blue. We are now in the ad set level, so we're now going to be setting up the ad, the targeting and budget and stuff. At the top, it says ad set name. I highly recommend you give this a name. I'm just going to put Auckland Phishing Ad Set number 1, okay? And just something that you know. And we want to get traffic to our website. Okay, now, guys, it entirely depends on what you're doing. You might want to get traffic to your application, Messenger. You might not even want to do a traffic campaign. I'm just showing you how to set up an ad. And down here, guys, we have things called dynamic creative and an offer. Just leave these off because you're a beginner. You don't want to mess with any of this right now. So the most important part is to change the name at this point. Scroll down, and we want to go to audiences, so targeting. Now, with this particular ad, guys, we are doing winter clearance sale, free shipping Auckland wide. So what I want to do, guys, is I want to get rid of New Zealand, okay? And what I want to do is I want to put in Auckland and Auckland region, and you can do a radius, guys. So I can say, hey, I want to do people within 10 miles of Auckland. I want to do people who are 50 miles in Auckland, from Auckland. And you can see, guys, you can move it around and we've got this huge radius here and we can really target specifically. Now, if we want to get more specific, let's pretend that, or let's actually see if we can get the address of this website. We should be able to get this address. Let me just have a look and we'll see what we can do. So 15 Railside Ave. And I'm going to put 15 Railside Ave into Facebook here in Auckland. And this is where the shop is. And I can say, hey, I want to target people who are within a 50-mile radius of the entire shop, or or a 14-mile radius. And this is good for restaurants. It doesn't really matter in this particular instance because we're only we're trying to just get, this can be a nationwide thing. But this is good if you've got a restaurant, if you've got a building business that only services specific areas. Like, you can really get your business out to the right people at the right place at the right time. It's crazy. So we'll just leave it on this, guys, Railside Ave, Auckland, and we'll put it at about a let's say a 10-mile radius. We'll say a 30-mile radius. We'll say 28 miles, 27. So anyone within, this is basically the Auckland outer limits here. So anyone within 26 miles of our store, we're going to send them, do free shipping for them. Okay? And then we scroll down, guys, and we can choose the age. So I'm just going to leave it on 18, and I might go something like 55. And I'm probably going to choose men in this instance because, usually, men are usually more into fishing than women. And so what I've got here, guys, is I've chosen the address, I've put in age and gender. And on the right here, you've got some data. So my potential reach could be 530,000. And this is the estimated daily reach. However, we haven't put in any sort of interest. So if I scroll down, guys, into here and put in fishing, so this is called the detailed targeting. And if I put in fishing interest, it's going to bring this down quite a bit. But now I have an audience of 150,000, and I can potentially reach 3,000 to 12,000 people per day and get 64 to 280 clicks, which is more than any billboard that you've got out there, right? People can't click on billboards. People usually ignore billboards. Billboards are good for branding. They're not really entirely good for a small business anymore. Now, the reach, guys, is determined by the budget that you want to spend. So we've just done the location, and you can put in America, you can do whatever you want, and you can put people who live in this location, who have recently visited. So we might go people who live in this location, because we want people that actually live in Auckland. And now it's dropped it down by 10,000, but it hasn't really made much of a difference. So we have a potential reach now of 140,000, which is quite a lot for a local area. Now, if I scroll down, you can actually, sorry guys, you can actually exclude as well. So you can exclude specific locations if you like as well. Now, if we scroll down, guys, we'll scroll to the bottom real quick and we'll skip a few things and we'll come back. So it says daily budget. Watch, if I drop this budget to $10, my reach drops a little bit. If I drop it to $5, my reach will drop even more because we're spending less. If I put it up to $50, my reach is quite a bit. Now, check this out, guys. There is a billboard up the road from my house, and they charge $80 per day. If I spend $80 per day on Facebook, my reach is massive. I can get up to 52,000 people. I get up to 700 clicks, which is just insane. Okay, so we're going to leave this here on 20, guys. Okay, and we're going to scroll back up and go over a couple more things here, which is called placements, because this is quite important as well, and this is where a lot of people mess up and waste money. So just a quick overview, guys. The budget is what controls the reach. The more you want to spend per day, the higher the reach. The less you want to spend more day, the less reach. And you can also do a lifetime budget, but don't do that. Just leave it on daily budget and watch it closely and see how it goes for you. Okay, so now let's go over what placements are and how they can help you. Now, before we move on, guys, I just want to show this actually. On the left, you'll see we're in the blue again. The blue section, it'll light up on whatever particular section you're working on, and when you've completed it, it will have a little tick beside it. So that's kind of something you can just focus on if you want to know where you are. Now, placements is quite important. It's going to automatically be on automatic placements, and it's going to say recommended, but I recommend, and everyone recommends, is you go to edit placements. And because there's a few things you can do. First of all, you can choose if you want to advertise to just mobile or desktop. So if we tick mobile, that's now got rid of mobile, and it's just going to advertise to people on desktop. Or we can get rid of desktop, guys, and we can advertise to people just on mobile. So you might want to do that for your business. That really just depends on what you're trying to target. We're just going to put on both for this particular example, and we're going to leave it on all devices recommended. Now, the reason you want to kind of split test mobile and desktop, guys, is because sometimes Facebook will just go and spend all your money on mobile, and it won't be even across the board, and it might not spend much money on desktop, and you could be losing customers. So it could be best for you to run two ads side by side, or two ad sets, one desktop and one mobile. As we go down, guys, this stuff gets really, really important. You'll see all of this stuff is ticked, but you probably don't want to have your ads running in all of these places. For example, you don't want to have your ad running in story, because your ad, this is in the Facebook story section, because your ad probably won't be optimized for the Facebook story section, because you need a specific type of ad. It needs to be a specific dimension and stuff like that. So we're going to untick story. Then we have what we call marketplace. Probably leave the marketplace on. And then at the top, we'll go back to the top. We have what we call feeds. So this is the main Facebook section. This is just the main one. So definitely have feeds left on. Instant article, guys, is when someone clicks on an article, on like a news article on Facebook, and they go to the article, and your ad will be in the article as well. So this is quite a good one as well. I would recommend leaving instant articles on. Now, right column is ads that show up on the right side of Facebook on desktop. Now, I would recommend you you disable that if you're running feeds, because when you run right column and feeds in the same ad set, sometimes it'll spend all your money on the right column. Or other way around, it's not even. So I would recommend getting rid of right column and running, once again, do an ad set for feeds and right column separately. But once again, that's quite advanced stuff. So it's really up to you. In this one, we will just leave it on. So we're going to run ads to the feeds, instant article, right column, and marketplace. Now, Instagram, guys, I would recommend you don't advertise to Instagram when you're first starting and you're a beginner. So just get rid of that. What this is you're pretty much just advertising to Instagram as well. But once again, Facebook will sometimes spend all your money in Instagram, and that might not be where your audience is. So I would recommend getting rid of Instagram unless you specifically want to target people on Instagram. And if you do, then you would get rid of this and just do a Instagram ad, because Facebook is owned by Instagram, so you can do ads on Instagram. Audience network, guys, just completely get rid of that. And Messenger, completely get rid of that if you're a beginner, because this is for more advanced stuff. So we've gone and got rid of feeds. We've got rid of all this stuff, and now we're doing feeds, instant article, right column, and marketplace. What this does, guys, is you're just optimizing. You're putting your ads in less places, but you're putting it in the most important places, instead of Facebook wasting your money in places that are not relevant and you might not get the right customers. Okay, so placements are quite important. And then obviously we scroll down, and you can do specific mobile devices if you want, but I just leave it. Or you can do only when connected to Wi-Fi, but now everyone has 4G and stuff, so you don't really need to tick that. And yeah, so that's placements, okay, guys? That's quite important to do. Just make sure it's not on automatic placements recommended, because it can just spend your money in places that aren't really acceptable. Like it might spend all your money on Instagram, and that's not where your customers are. So just do Facebook, okay? And then if you want to do Instagram, guys, do a separate ad for Instagram to do that. So now let's go back down to budget. Obviously, this is where you can choose budget, which we talked about before. And this is really straightforward, guys. Daily budget, whatever price you want to put in there. Okay, you can start at $5 if you want, even. Right? If we do $5 a day, you've got a reach of 4,000 people. Like if you have a local restaurant and you're spending $5 a day on ads and it gets you one customer a day, right? It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So I'm just going to put it back to 20, but you can start at 5, 10, 15, 7, $2, whatever you like. But I would recommend $5 or more. Now down here, guys, do not do switch to landing page views. I haven't really. This is going to be different depending on what type of campaign you choose. So we're going to be optimizing for link clicks. Okay, so we want to get people to click our link and come to our website. Budget strategy, just leave that. You can just leave. I would recommend whatever Facebook puts here is just leave it as standard. Because Facebook knows what to do here. Just leave it as standard, unless you're trying to specifically do this stuff. Maybe in this particular instance, something like unique daily reach would be better. We deliver your ad to people up to once a day, because on link clicks, it could put your ad to the same people over and over again. So it really just depends on what you want to do. Probably daily unique reach would be better in this particular case, but I'm just going to keep it on link clicks. Okay, and then we're going to go to continue. Now this is where we do the ad copy, guys. Okay, it's really, really easy to do. So we'll go, I'm just going to create this as phishing ad 1. So you put your name at the top, just like before. We go down and choose your identity. So this is where you'll choose your Facebook page, guys, and we have our phishing one in here. If you can't find the one that you created, just go into here and you can choose your page. And you can also choose an Instagram if you have an Instagram as well. I don't have one connected to this account. If you are advertising on Instagram and you don't have an Instagram account, it'll just use the Facebook page, so that works fine as well. Now, if we scroll down, guys, we have quite a few formats you can use. We've got carousel, which is you can have images side by side. We have single image, which is what we're going to do. You can do a single video, you can do a slideshow or a collection. Once again, if you're advanced, I'd recommend the other ones, but if you're a beginner, you just want to work with a single image or a single video if you are uploading a video, and you can upload the video here pretty easy, okay? And it has all the dimensions and everything here, the aspect ratio and what you need, the recommendations that Facebook recommends for your particular video. We're going to go single image, guys, and don't worry about any of this stuff here, this add instant experience. Once again, this is more advanced. you'll test this stuff once you become more advanced at Facebook. We're going to scroll down, guys, and so we've picked image. We're going to go to upload image, and we're going to upload the one that I created, okay? And it should upload for us. We'll just give it a couple of minutes. And we have now uploaded our ad, okay? Now you see how I've got some text on the ad? Just be careful, because if you have too much text, you get in trouble with Facebook. You can only have around about 30% text on the ad, okay? So I have now uploaded an image to Facebook, and this is what my ad would look like in the so that's mobile news feed, and that's desktop news feed, and you'll see it says sponsored. That means that it's a Facebook ad. However, we need to do a little bit more editing, guys, to make it look good. So I'll just put it on the desktop version here so you can see what we do. We're going to leave this on select the link type for your ad. We're going to leave it on website, and you can enter some text and it will show up above the ad. So let me just pause the video. Actually, we'll do it real quick. So cross fishing is having its massive winter sale again, and we'll say 50% off all stock this weekend only, and free shipping Auckland wide. Okay, so I've created a simple ad here, guys. This is very simple, very easy. You don't need to go too in depth with this stuff. Cross fishing is having a massive winter sale again. 50% off all stock this weekend only, and free shipping Auckland wide. Now, there's a couple of things you can do. You can go, hey, click link here. Click link here. And you can actually go and get your link. So this is the web page here. And you can put it here if you like, and the link will show up here, and people can click the link, which is, sometimes I do that. You can, that's quite fine to do that. And you can also put the link, guys. Where's the link here? Website URL. You can put the link in there, and what's going to happen, guys, is whenever someone clicks on the image or clicks learn more down here, it's going to take them to the page. Okay, so it's up to you. You can take out the click here if you like, and you can just, you can make it a little bit more cleaner by just having it like this. And when people click on the ad, it will take them to the page anyway, because you put the URL in here. Or if you want, you can put the URL above there as well to get people to click on it. You might get a better click-through rate doing it like that. Okay. And then we also have the headline, guys. So the headline is this section down here at the bottom, and I'm going to put big 50% off sale now. Okay, just to kind of get people interested. So big 50% off sale now. Then underneath, guys, you'll see some more text as well. Facebook will automatically extract that from the link that you put there. So if we put in this link here, Facebook's going to take this text or whatever and put it there. Or you can change it yourself by going to down here, newsfeed description, and I'm going to put this sale is ending soon, so make sure you get your fishing gear now. And what that's done is this sale is ending soon, so make sure you get your fishing gear. But see, it's cut off, so you might want to put something in shorter. You can also go back, guys. You can see what it looks like on mobile. You can see what it looks like in instant articles. You can see what it looks like on the right column, okay? And you can see what it looks like in the mobile marketplace as well. Everything looks quite clean and good and neat and tidy. So this is the ad. This is actually what will show on Facebook on people's news feeds, right? So it's really simple to set up. And then all you do then, guys, is you just click confirm. Okay, and it's going to go, so I got to put in credit card because I haven't actually used this account for a while. So you'd put in your credit card, or you can use PayPal, and it will go into review. And Facebook can take up to 24 hours to review your ad, especially on a new account. When it's once you have some ads that get approved, the process will become faster and faster over time. It's really, really easy to do. So that's how, guys, that's how you can go and create a Facebook ad on Facebook. It's really simple to do, and anyone can do it now. That's why a lot of people are starting to do Facebook advertising, because a lot of people can actually go out and do this. It's easy. Anybody can do it. It's not that hard at all. And that's why we create tutorials like this to help you go out there and create Facebook ads for your business online. Okay, so that's it, guys. Nice and easy. Now, just before we finish this, just want to show you one more thing, guys. I'm just going to go to Ads Manager here, and we'll just leave this page. So that'll go into your ad will go into review and it'll start running. Now, if you're actually going to be making sales, guys, create ad. If you put the Facebook pixel on your website, you want to go to conversions, okay? And I'll just show you, we're not going to create an ad, but I'll show you kind of what the point of conversions is. With a conversion ad, guys, you've got what we call a conversion box here. And you can say, hey, you've got all of these options. If you we'll go over, so we'll go add to cart and purchase. So if I click purchase, Facebook's going to go out and say, hey, we're going to try and find Franklin people who are most likely to purchase from his website. However, guys, to do that, you want to make sure you have a Facebook pixel on your site. This website doesn't have a Facebook pixel, so you wouldn't be able to go and do that because Facebook wouldn't be able to optimize for purchases. Okay, so that's how conversions work. And you just the only difference is with this, guys, is it has a box here. Everything else is the same. You create the ad the same, you create everything the same. There's a conversion window down here, just leave that on standard if you like. And that's really the only difference. It explains kind of what this is. And that's really the only difference with conversion ads, okay, is you get to choose what you want Facebook to optimize for. But I've got some videos on my YouTube channel about how to do that. And if we go back, guys, and we do one more, if we create an ad and we go to, say, let's do a video ad, right, video views, everything is going to pretty much be the same as well, okay? There's a few other options you can go over, but everything is pretty much the same as well. You know, like optimization for ad delivery is different as well. You can just go through and choose what you want. It'll explain what it is, so you can decide what works best for you. But everything else, guys, is set up the same. Everything you do is the same with targeting and stuff like that. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to drop a like, drop a comment if you have any questions, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want to actually learn more about Facebook ads, I do have a dropshipping and e-commerce course below, which is this one here. And I actually do have a Facebook ads module section right here, so Facebook traffic. And I go through Facebook ads and I explain everything in depth. We have over 100 videos just on Facebook advertising, and you can use that in any business, not just dropshipping. So if you want a more advanced course on Facebook advertising, you can go to the link below and you'll be able to check out my Facebook modules inside the training. I'll see you guys in the next video.